Control system rebooted. Automatic system restoration activated. Simultaneously installing new system. All systems reinitialization complete. I have returned.
Please intercept the enemy spaceship.
Alright, welcome to Soilder Vanishing Earth. And for whatever weird reason, one of my most viewed videos, it was just gameplay footage. So anyway, yeah, this is another N64 game. One that I've been wanting to play for a long time now. Alright, because this game, this is actually a hard game. I have actually never beaten the first stage, because you only have like 3 lives, and the stage can be pretty long, and then the boss fight just... Yeah, I'm just trying beginner just to get the hang of things. And I tested for just a couple minutes, just, understand how to play it again. But yeah, this is actually a space shooter. It only has 6 stages, and this is, of course, part of the Soilder series. I have most of the games, the ones they made for the TurboGrafx 16. It's like they made Soilder, Final Soilder. Actually, what was it called? Like Super Soilder, Final Soilder, and then Blazing Soldier. I can't remember. They did make... The first one came out on NES, which I tried to play, and I wasn't into it. I don't know. Space shooters, like, before Gradius, and even, like, in the beginning with Gradius, yeah, like, most of those space shooters just kind of sucked, because it was just shoot, and there was just no power-ups, just shoot. Like with Xevious, I just, like, if you basically, if you showed me what all the other games similar to it was like, then I would definitely understand why Xevious was such a big deal and, like, a huge inspiration. Like, heck, Xevious was one of the games that was a big inspiration of Pokemon. So it's like, I don't know, it's kind of like how I felt about Astro Boy. I was always unbiased and never cared about Astro Boy when I was a kid. Probably because of Death Battle that he beat him. But, Astro Boy was a, big inspiration for Mega Man, so if it wasn't for Astro Boy, Mega Man probably wouldn't be what he is today, so I thank Astro Boy for that. Also, I'm sorry in advance if you hear noises, like voices from outside. This is not the best time to record a video, but I really just don't know what to do right now. I did all the tasks I needed to do, and because some stuff is going to be worked on in the kitchen, I don't really know what to do. I don't know. Especially with everything that's going on, I'm just trying to distract myself, but at the same time it's a bit hard to. Yeah, that's my grandfather. But so what's interesting about Soilder is This is one of the only space shooters they ever made for the N64. Like, you thought RPGs were limiting on the N64? Ho ho. Space shooters were worse. Because it's like, in America, it's like, okay, they didn't really make that many RPGs. It's like, what? Hybrid Heaven, Quest 64, Paper Mario, Arlen Chronicles, whatever it's called. Ogre Battle 64. I think that's most of them. But in Japan, it actually doubles. There was Robotron. Is that what it's called? Robotron. Like, you know, it's like, do they count as RPGs? I don't know. If they're turn-based, I'm going to count them. Like Robotron, or whatever it's called. There was another game where it was also similar, where it was just kind of like, you know, raise your own monster, but it did have RPG battles, so I'm counting that. There was also one game that I can never remember to pronounce the name. I think that was made by the same people that made Quest 64. That was a full-blown RPG game, but it's an expensive one, but I want it. And there's like dungeon crawler RPGs, like, I forgot the name, it's like Shiren 2. So, no, if we count the Japanese games as well, you know, there's at least up to like a dozen RPGs in some way, like JRPGs in some way. I'm kind of mainly referring to turn-based tactical dungeon crawler RPGs. So, but when it comes to space shooters, in America, we got Star Fox 64 and Star Soldier Vanishing Earth. And that's it. I've looked at the whole library of N64 games, and including the Japanese, and the only other N64 game that is a space shooter that came out on N64 was Daisymon, and that was like a game creating tool where you could like make your own music, you can make your own polygon, like models and sprites, and the two default games were space shooters, and the games you could make are space shooters. So, counting that, they only made 3 for the whole console in general. But at the very least, they're all good. You know, unlike with the RPG, where, you know, the RPG games, some of them are probably not good, maybe not decent, but at least with space shooters, all 3 of them are pretty cool. Like, you know, pretty much like a space shooter level, like game editor, Star Soldier. Even though I haven't gotten for, which that's gonna change soon. This, at least from what I played, it is good, and Star Fox 64 is great. So, at least, even though they didn't really make many, at the very least, the ones they did make, I think were all, you know, good games. But, yeah, again, this is a hard game, and I think this was like the first game where I bought it from someone that didn't really have a lot of history on eBay selling stuff, and up until that point, I was so against buying anything from someone that had less than 1,000 shown on their thing, but because it was like the best deal, and it looked legit, even then I still paid like, I can't remember how much I paid for this. This is like over a $60 game. I actually put it in my chest because it was one of the most expensive used games I ever bought. Alright, so I'm going to activate and deactivate because with the syncage, it does seem like it helped when I played Mario Tunes recently. Lighting should be better because Quest 64, it looked bad. But now I increased the contrast, so it now looks closer to how it looks on screen, and considering that this is a dark game, I think that is much needed. Yes, I've been still committing to only playing N64 games and everything, so I'm going to, alright, I'll get started now. But yeah, I've just been wanting to play this because I just find it interesting that this is one of the only space shooters. Also, sorry if the music might be a little louder than usual. It's just because, again, when I was playing Mario Tennis Quest 64, it was a little too low, so by this point, I just kind of want it to be at least a bit in the yellow, like quite a bit more than usual. Oh yeah, I kind of like this. It's like, okay, which one do you want? Do you want decent stats, better stats, or even better stats? Like, I imagine some abilities, like I imagine their moveset is better, but their roll and move isn't. Good luck.
Mission 1.
Good luck.
Rumbling.
Goodbye. 2098. I'm very likely going to be dead by the time I reach that year. So yeah, the controls can be a little, I gotta get used to the controls. So yeah, you can change your speed. It's like low, medium, and high. It's pretty much your default weapon. Yeah, bombs, which I don't think your bombs can come back even if you die. Oh wait, oh shoot, I just realized my lives are 9. Okay, I guess that's one thing that makes it easy on beginner. Alright, I'll take it. But yeah, this game is actually challenging, and you know, I'm completely okay with that. You know, it's... But yeah, just like... Man, I just want to listen to the music. Again, the music's really good in this game. It seems to look okay on the screen. I think the settings are right. But yeah, you have, like, roll, which makes you intangible for a brief moment. You do have different bombs, which... There's 2 different specials, which is interesting. Usually you have 1 bomb type, but you have 2. You can either press B or Z. Like, the controls are adjusted in a way where it's like you do have, like, your fingers on standby at all times. I don't think I've even seen the second stage. Yeah, that's the one for Z. That is just imperfect. That is imperfect cells skinned for these drones. Okay, I was about to say, I was trying to think, can you use the D-pad? If you use the D-pad, like, I will say it's a little... honestly, I think it's fine. Uh-oh. It's wet really time. Alright, so this is a boss I just could not beat, because you kind of have to... He's actually a challenging boss. But I am playing on beginner, so it's very likely just a lot easier. Oh my god, it's so much easier on beginner. Well, I just want to make a video to show it off at least. But yeah, the music is so good in this game. I've been watching a lot of N64 videos, even though I already have seen a lot to begin with, but I will say out of N64 and PlayStation, I do, like, obviously I'm biased. Well, it's not that I didn't grow up with the PlayStation.
Corrosion.
It's not that I didn't grow up with the PlayStation. I did. It's just there wasn't really many games to play until I was a teenager. I only played what my mom played, which was the Spyro Trilogy, Crash Bash. There was like a SpongeBob game. far. Damn, this song's really good. So that's your special if you use B, which is cool. But sorry, I know I was in the middle of talking, but I just want to listen to this music. It makes me think of a little bit of Mega Man Zero. I'm trying to think of which one. One of the Mega Man Zero games kind of used... now I know why. It's because the guitar, the MIDI guitar... It's because some of the Mega Man Zero games use this MIDI guitar a lot. Death Integrate. Are those like ice sheets? I think so. It's kind of throwing me off because I can't tell if that's like a threat. Yeah, this beginner is criminally easier.
Mission clear.
Like, I haven't even died yet. But hey, practice. So what was I saying? Well, I will say I have played Superstar Soldier last year. I actually did get to, like, the second to last stage without having to cheat. But then the game just started getting to the point where it was becoming too frustrating, and it wouldn't have mattered because by the last stage, it just becomes criminally hard.
Invaded.
So I didn't beat it legit. Like, I technically didn't beat the game, but I did play the whole thing. Oh my god. Oh yeah, I know. I was talking about the PlayStation. Yeah, I didn't really play many. One PS1 game I played a lot was Rampage 2. I played that. That was... Like, that and Spyro 1 and 2 were the PS1 games I played the most when I was little. I did try working on a little bit of some N64 games. That I'll go into in a little bit. I'll probably do footage of at least one of them, but I'm not sure yet. Making me think of one part in Metal Slayer Glory. Again, I won't go into any personal stuff, but I won't go into any... Oh, what? That's my first death. Yeah, that part was getting a little difficult. Yeah, I won't try to go into any personal stuff, but Dark Force. Oh, that's not good. Do I have to beat them? Wait, please evacuate immediately. Okay, this is a weird boss. Damn it! I was trying to... Oh, that was the worst timing to do that. Oh my god, like... There we go. Alright, the third stage is a lot harder. But, you know, it's the first time trying it. See, I know I was gonna say something, but it's just hard to even say it now. No, I'll just drop it.
Mission 4. Pursuit.
Arrived on the surface of Mars. Please wait for the target port.
One thing I can say is... Oh crap, I might... Oh, now I remember. So they actually almost made another space shooter game for the N64, and the worst part was that it was like 90% finished. And I watched it from Vinny's channel, and yeah, it's just shame because the game overall, you know, it looked good. I think the main problem was that it looked a bit too easy, but again, I imagined that, you know, with the extra 10% development, they probably would have maybe balanced it out a bit more. But it would have been cool, another space shooter. What I find strange is that, you know, like... Like, they showed that, you know... Like, it showed that space shooters... I mean, it showed that 2D sprites can be done on the N64. So why didn't they make a space shooter as a 2D sprite? I don't know. It's just shame. Like, I know obviously that, you know, it was just basically asking to lose money, but... It would have been cool if they tried more 2D sprite games. You know, they made some like Yoshi's Story, Mischief Makers, Bangayo in Japan. Wait, is that my code name? Okay. Okay, that I had to react fast enough with that one. There we go. Man. Piss easy.
Mission clear.
Well, at least doing all these stages, I'll have a better chance going through normal mode. I don't know how many continues you have, but... You know, you only start with 3 lives, I know that much. You don't have to do that.
Mission 5. Terrible.
The pause. Near Jupiter. Oh, it's becoming like Nadisco. Nadeska, I never pronounced that right. reinforcements. I'm sorry. Um... Yeah, a couple of the N64 games I started to see if I could try them out is two snowboarding games, which is 1080 snowboarding and Snowboard Kids. I'm just not into snowboarding games because the problem with 1080 snowboarding is that it tries to use, I don't know, it just has like just the physics in the game. It's like whenever you land, like whenever you try to land, it's just kind of hard to land without toppling over, because it's like even if I try to land, I don't even know what hit me. It's like I saw it, but I didn't even realize that was a threat. Okay, I think it was those things. It's like they just somehow surfaced up without even... Damn it! It's like I saw the bullet, but yeah, you only have a brief moment to... That's where I get the sweet, delicious points. Kind of reminds me of that one. Look at it again. I will not tolerate anyone who gets in my way. Okay. Damn it! I will say that getting hit is pretty sensitive. Like, it's like your hitbox is what your hitbox is. Like, this isn't like Toho, where it's like, you know, you can graze stuff with your face. No, in this one, if they even touched a pixel on you, you're dead. Which is, like, I can't say that's a complaint because of the fact that you can, like, have a temporary shield, so it's not really a complaint. That's just on me not using it well. But yeah, I just, like, I played 30 minutes of, well, more than 30 minutes of 1080. I want to give it a chance just because graphically it looks nice. You know, it's it's snow. I like that. And, you know, the music's really good, but... oh, man. Just the controls. I'm not a big fan of, you know... Maybe I think that's one reason why I just don't like sports games, because they're made for people that wants to have a more realistic feel.
Stronghold.
Because with Snowboard Kids, it's more on my territory. Oh no, Jupiter! Wow, this is like not this skill. the enemies are on Jupiter. What's weird, I don't remember what year this game came out, but kind of weird because that anime came out like, what, 97? What are you gonna do? Yeah, I'm gonna try to give those games more of a chance. I don't think I'm gonna make a video on 1080 snowboarding because next time I play those two games, I'm not gonna make a video because I'm just so bad at the games right now. But I will put like an hour into them, and if I can just get adjusted to how the games are played, then maybe I'll do a video on them. But if not, then I'm just gonna give up on playing them. Uh-oh. The vein device. I like this one, like you have to use it. Obviously that's not the final boss. Oh, okay, that's... Alright, that was just a mini-boss, alright. But yeah, I do like beginner mode is like makes the game very doable. Like now, if I never played a space shooter, then yeah, I probably would get a game over. Or, you know, if I just really lacked... Crap, those enemies. I get them. Damn it, I saw him shoot it, but I didn't have enough time. I didn't have enough time for a cooldown. Shoot, okay, barely dodged that. Alright, this has to be the final boss. Okay, I actually understood what that person said, or... Damn it! Damn it! Oh, man, you really have to react fast enough. Oh, you want to do it too? Damn it! See what I mean? It's like it felt weird. It's like that didn't make any sense. Why I got hit? Like I said, your hitbox is sensitive. Here we go. Anything else? I actually don't know if there's any more stages because it gives you access to 6 missions, but I don't know if there's any more. I guess we'll see. Because I think the first Star Soldier... Like, I do want to play the other TurboGrafx 16 ones, but if they're just as frustrating as Super Star Soldier... Uh-oh...
Final mission.
Alright.
The Earth.
So there is 7 stages. And the last one's Earth. Oh wait, is it just a boss fight? Oh, it's just a boss fight. Alright. So, you know, it kind of makes me think of Cotton. Makes me think of the Cotton games where it's like there's 6 stages and then the final boss. Okay, I didn't know what it was gonna do, and now I do. Alright. Oh, you're making me think of that one boss from Guardian Legend, except missing a hand. Luckily, I was able to realize what it was going to do. Yeah, that's a nice looking model. It just looks really beat up. Big Zambine. There we go. You're...
Emergency message from Abraham 2. 2 minutes to limit of recovery. Please return to the ship immediately.
Damn it. Damn it! I'm trying to... Damn it! It just... God. Alright. That was actually a little scary, because I don't know what would happen if I didn't beat him. I was able to do it in time. They do give you plenty of time, but yeah. It was just making me think of Mega Man Power Fighters, where it's like, you know, you only have so much time to beat Wily to get that extra bonus. And I could only do it half the time. Well, I guess, yeah, it's only about a half-hour game, but that's pretty much just how most space shooters are. They're only like 30-40 minutes long.
I sent my tears of unfulfilled dreams to all the people who live, for the sacrifice of living in the void between the past and the future of this vast universe.
See, it's like, kind of need to distract my brain, because as soon as I'm in idle mode, my mind just starts wandering, and now I'm just... I don't know what to say. Alright. But anyway, yeah, I guess that's Star Soldier. Which I am familiar with this song, because, I'm gonna keep saying it, but because I've listened to so many relaxing N64 compilations, there's a good chance that a lot of songs I'm going to come across, and this is one of them. I've heard this song I've honestly probably have heard it like over a couple of dozen times because of one compilation that I think it's probably my favorite video game compilation, just visually and just overall. It's just a solid compilation. I don't know if it's still up, because I've seen so many people like re-upload it and then make it seem like, oh no, this is legit, but no, it's the same order. It can't be a coincidence. Yeah, it's a coincidence that you literally use the same, like, 30-plus songs in that exact order and time. Yeah, that's a coincidence. Megumi. I don't know why I love that name, Megumi. I think it's because it's so close to sounding like Megami, but it's Megumi. Goo. Alright, a little Plip's just been on my N64. Keep thinking that he's gonna, like, freeze the game. And then this little bear that never gave a name. It is nice to feel. Of course, this is the only video I'm going to do of it, but I didn't expect on beating it because I was just trying it on beginner, and this is, I guess, one of those games where playing it on beginner, the game is significantly easier. I think the two reasons is just one, you have 9 lives instead of 3, and 2, the enemies are less aggressive. But at least playing it on beginner, yeah, this game's really good. That's what I'm, like, see, I was hesitant because I couldn't say for sure how good this game is, but it's a really good game. It may be pricey, but it's honestly worth it. Like, I think graphically looks fine. You know, it's like, kind of like with a lot of other space shooters, you know, it's nothing to write home about graphically. Or like setting. But, you know, again, overall it looks good. It's just your typical space shooter. And that stupid ass bee that I miss so much. But yeah, controls are good. I honestly don't have anything to complain about. Oh yeah, this isn't, it's still, oh, the song wasn't over. Wait, level of achievement, what? Wait a minute, level of achievement, 82%. I don't know if it's referring to just my overall, I don't know what that means. I guess, like, how good I did overall? Wait, let me think, no, that was probably it. What's this? Hidden level hints. Oh, wait, really? There's secret paths? Wait, like, so there's actually, there's completely different... What? I'm confused about this secret path. I need to look into that. If there's like completely additional levels by taking hidden routes, that would be awesome. Yeah, it's kind of cool. There's like a, you can like look into the enemies and stuff. Yeah, they do little animations. Here's the imperfect cell skin. But yeah, it has some additional stuff like 2-minute mode, 5-minute mode, which is just high score based, which, again, just like with Cotton. Yes, Star Soldier, or at least like later Star Soldier games and later Cotton games, they kind of have a bit in common. 6 stages and the 7th one just being a boss, the final boss. 2-minute and 5-minute mode. But see, you only have an option to do the first 6 stages. But there's alternate. Oh, whoops. Exit. Alright. So... I will play a little more. I just want to try normal mode this time. Regular. What's War Carrier? What? So... But yeah. This game's really good. Oh. I don't really have any complaints about it. I think my only complaint is that just comparing it to other space shooters, you know, like the settings aren't great. Like, no, it's not the graphics at all. It's just the settings aren't really. It's just typical space shooter settings. You know, you got like a water setting, you got like a barren setting, you got space, you got like inside metal facilities. You know, just your typical stuff. You know, it's not like. I'm trying to think of some space shooter, like what games where they actually have really good settings. But other than that, like, I still think it's fine. It's just, like, it's just one less thing to, like, say positive, like, really positive about. If I have to say my favorite things about this game, it is absolutely the soundtrack and just the overall gameplay. You know, just the different ships you can have. You have 2 different bombs. You could be able to change your speeds, which is something I always like in space shooters. I hate it when there's a fixed speed because I'm not like the most satisfied with it sometimes, or ones where you have to build speed with speed boosts, and that's the worst thing. So yeah, I guess the gameplay and the music are the 2 best things going for it. All right. Alright, I'm only going to do 1 stage. Because I will say my goal is to at least just beat the game on normal, but the gap is going to be a lot harder. Alright, so... I'm going to pick a
Mission 1.
warship. And you're only gonna have 3 lives, so I'm gonna just try to beat the first stage, and that'll be it for today. Oh my gosh, it's actually a bit slower. Man, it's slow. I actually have to put it on high just to be able to move fast enough, like to move, like the well, its move did say it was lower. What do I expect? Well, you know, I guess it's fine. You know, it's like, oh, you know, you want the game to be more of a challenge, just pick a crappier ship. It certainly is. It is not really doing any damage. I think the idea is that it's more, like, spread out, but dang, this one is... It's like shooting where I don't want it to shoot. Now let's see what its special can do. That's good. Alright. Also, I didn't realize that you really need to collect a lot of power-ups to max it out. Alright, let's try out this bomb. Wait, I'll try in a second. Let's try it out. Alright. Damn it. Man, this is dragging on. Wow, and I didn't even hit him for the most part. Wow. Yeah, they definitely take more of a beating, but I really just think half the reason is this ship is so much worse than the other one. It just doesn't have like a focus shot. So because it's focusing so much on spaces that nothing's really happening, it's sacrificing so much power. Alright, well, I at least beat the first stage on normal mode for the first time. With, like, the worst ship. I want to try out the other ship real quick, just, well...
Mission 2. Corrosion.
No. Actually, yeah. I guess I'll just try it next time I play this, because next time I play this, I'm just gonna try the other ship. Because I don't really like how it shoots with this. Like, the only way for it to be viable is I have to get too high. I have to go high up. And that puts me in danger. This might be my favorite song, I'm not sure. Because I was trying to talk and then afterwards I was just kind of zoned out hearing the song. Even when I'm trying to just focus on the game, my mind just kind of spaces out. Not in a good way. And games are usually the one thing that can distract me the most. What hit me? What the hell just hit me? That was weird. Okay, when you get that close, I don't have as much room to work with. Alright. There you go. I've gotten a lot better at the game.
Mission clear.
Cool. Yeah, seriously, I just could not beat the first stage every time. I think it was just a combination of not using the, like, shield, as well as just not having enough experience with the game. Alright, well, I guess I'm just gonna continue working on this game until I beat it on normal mode, and maybe just for sillies. Oh my gosh, 7 lives already? Well, I guess if I just do good enough, maybe I should just do master mode. Huh. Now, obviously, you know, it's a difficult thing because it's like I want space shooters to be challenging. It's like I want space shooters to be challenging, but not too much because that literally just ruins the game. Alright, I have curiosity. Let me just try master mode real quick.
Rumbling.
Because, you know, normal mode is, you know... But I guess in the end, like, as long if I build up enough... Okay, here we go. Okay, here's the difference between... Here's the difference between normal... Because like, beginner and normal feel the same. It's just the only difference is that you don't start off with 9 lives. Well, actually, again, I don't know because this ship does do less damage, but, so I don't really know some of the parts, but no, one difference on Master Mode is that they're actually now shooting more bullets. These yellow bullets are, I guess this is kind of like Toho on Lunatic Mode, where just the enemies are just shooting bullets even when you hit them. Alright, so this is definitely more challenging because there's essentially like twice as many bullets at you. Yeah, and even those ships are shooting bullets. Wow, didn't roll in time. I don't even know when they're gonna shoot them. Sometimes it just seems like they shoot it once they explode. Some don't even want to do it. It's like I just don't know which ones are gonna do it. Oh my gosh, yeah, some of them just do it when they explode. Wow, it really is like early Toho Lunatic.
I have returned to save you from your foolish mistakes.
Damn it. Yeah, I might actually lose now because to drag this on. Yep, damn it. Yeah, with that ship, it's really hard trying to do that. Alright, well... So yeah, Master is definitely harder. It's the same as normal, it's just the only difference is that enemies now shoot these yellow bullets, so it just kind of twicens the avoidance. In normal and beginning, I don't know how different they are. At the very least, it just feels like... Because of course, like I said in the afternoon, it's just I'm always bothered. Alright. Well, I guess just timing, whatever. I was already done anyways, but I have to do something. So that was... So yeah, that was Star Soldier Vanishing Earth. Again, really good. I wouldn't mind, because Master why do I keep saying Master? Because Master difficulty seems doable, I think I'm just gonna... I think what I'll do is I'll try to beat this game on normal mode with this ship, and then on Master mode, I want to try to beat the game with the red ship, and then try out 2-minute and 5-minute mode. I guess kind of want to try everything in the game. It's really good, and it's not a long game even after doing all of this, so it's worth trying out. But I would say that, you know, if, like, just for anyone that's a space shooter fan, or especially just an N64 fan that just wants to try out different genres on the console, just good games at least, I definitely recommend this. Sadly, to my knowledge, this is like many games, well, I don't know what I'm saying about that. Basically, I don't think this game was ever re-released, so illegal is the most common option. I don't know why I say legal. Emulation, I mean. But if you want to be authentic, you can get it. Oh yeah, I forgot there's the secret pads. Oh man. Dang, I want to try those too. Alright, I guess I'm just gonna... Man. It's definitely a replayable game. Alright, so that's... I guess that's it. I'm just... Also... I haven't come across many games where even if I'm moving the cursor, after a bit it's just like, no, you gotta click something that's not the analog stick. Alright. But if I don't make a video on Snowboard Kids or 1080 in the next, like, few, in the next week, then that heavily implies that I just couldn't get into them. Oh, man, I forgot. Alright. It's a sad month to do this celebration. Sorry about that. Alright. I guess I'll... Alright. I'm so tired of seeing that. I don't know why I keep getting a mention for that, and yet it doesn't even show. Alright. I did before, but I really do feel sorry for people that had a close relationship with someone and just things just ended up causing a separation. A lot of the times it could just be only affects one person, but I do think for the most part in some way, I do think it really affects both of them. And of course, just because of course the separation had to have been caused by just anything. Just feels empty now. Just empty. Gone. Alright, goodbye.